everybody. Hello everybody. So today I'm going to have a look at the contents of this box. This is the Star Trek USS Enterprise NCC 1701 refit model. This will be the version that you saw in the Star Trek Star Trek the motion picture onwards. So this is a kit that I've had my eye on for quite a while, and it finally got it a couple of weeks ago. And I finally got it a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, let's take a look. I first made one of these back in the late 1980s, and that was fun building that. I remember clearly. I made a mistake when building that with the nacelles, particularly. I put the struts onto the nacelles first before I put them onto the thing, and the nacelles were too heavy to stay on, so it just kept falling apart. I eventually ended up getting used scalpel blades, stuff like this, and wedging them into the connection point and using them as a reinforcer to hold them in. It worked to a point eventually, but yeah. Anyway, it's a fairly big box, as you can see, and it's quite weighty as well, actually. Let's take a look at the box art first. So you've got a picture of the Enterprise in a different pose. There's plenty of versions of this kit, as I understand, from AMT. Polar Lights also make a version of this in a different scale. I think they make a 1000 scale, and there's also a 1350 scale. I'm not sure if that's by AMT. This one is the 1:537 scale. Yeah. An odd number, but there you go. So you've got the art on the front. Includes shuttlecraft, it says here. Shuttlecraft model. So on this side you have a same vehicle from a different view. Tells you the same information. On this end you have again same as the other side. Looking for the model number. Don't know if I can find it. On this side again, same again, and on this side same again. On the back, a picture of the built model, I presume, and I assume these are all images of the built model. More information about the starship itself. At the bottom here, some other kits that you can buy from AMT to go with your Enterprise NCC 1701. You got the Cardassian Gallo class cruiser, Klingon. Which one is it? Another Klingon cruiser, and you've also got a kit of 3 ships. I think this will be the what does it say there? Start at the motion picture package. Yeah. And down here, barcode and some other things. Apparently they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, and they're on YouTube. So if you want to learn about AMT, you can find them there. Dome base with metal rods included. So you've got a stand for your starship. So that's good. Over 22 inches long build, so this may be very similar to the one that I built all those years ago. Anyway, let's take a look at what's in the box. I'll probably edit this bit out. You don't want to see me cutting open the box, but stranger things have happened. There's stranger fetishes out there, especially here on the internet. Anyway, that's this. A lot of white plastic. Right then, a lot of white plastic. I'll go right down to the paperwork first. That's the instruction manual. Tiny piece of paper. Let's take a look at what it says. Hold on. Assembly instructions. AMT USS Enterprise NCC 71. Again, you got a black white image of the box cover. God, I can smell the plastic inside this thing. I can really smell it. Yeah, the aroma come off this thing is very plasticky, very chemically. General assembly. So it's all in English here. So here we have a general assembly. This highly detailed kit features precision tooled parts for ease of assembly. But care and patience must be exercised to achieve optimal results. It is recommended that the builder examine the instructions carefully and do a dry test of fit parts before applying cement. Preaching to the choir there, I'm afraid. So this kit includes detailed water slide decals. The decals do not require a setting solution, but they're compatible with it. Right, okay then. Anyway, let's go straight to the beginning. First thing you do, shuttles, plural. So we'll see if there's more than one in the box. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bits to put the shuttle together. So let's have a look. Stage 2. So 2, saucer section. Yeah, so it's very straightforward build. Stage 3, putting together secondary hull. And I can tell by all the pieces that it's almost identical to the one that I built. The difference is that as I can see, as I've looked in the box, this has lots of markings. Recessed panel lines is what this has. The one that I built all those decades ago did not have recessed panel lines. All lines were not recessed. What's the opposite of recessed? They were sticking out. So getting it painted was pretty tricky, but anyway. Stage 4, put the nacelles together, fairly easy. Stage 5, pylons together. Yep, you can see, I don't know if you can make it out there, there's a little gap in the plastic down to the bottom. Now I think this is for lighting. I'm fairly certain there's a lighting kit available for this model, and this will be space to allow the wires to go through from the bodywork, which is where the batteries would normally be, or in the stand if you want to power it externally, all the way up to the nacelles up here. Yeah. Anyway, so stage 8, neck installation. Drop that in. Put a little gate for the shuttle, for the shuttle bay. Stage 7, put the pylons on. Now this is where I went wrong. I didn't put the pylons on before I put the nacelles on first. So little tip: do that first. And then you drop the saucer onto the saucer and pylons onto the thing, and there you have it. And then you've got this last page here, which is all the markings. Let's get a bigger view of that. There you go. So yeah, got paints and decals. Fairly straightforward. You got pearl white, which is I think the main colour. Light blue, which is what is it, B? So you got some light blue markings over there. And silver, flat black, copper yellow, clear green, clear red. So that's all external paintwork. Also paint markings for the shuttle. To create the 1701A, so you can do two versions of it. The 1701 refit, which is the one you saw in Star Trek Motion Picture, Star Trek Wrath of Khan, Star Trek 3. Star Trek 3, then you got the one with the blue up for Star Trek 4. And then you got the NC-71A, which I think appeared in Star Trek 5. Or Star Trek 5. The Voyage Home. Search for Spock. The Voyage Home. Anyway. The one with the whales. So that was, the Voyage Home. And home being not back to Earth, but back to the Enterprise. Yeah, that's Star Trek 5. So you got to switch. So there's some information here. Let's get a close look at that. So if you want to make the 1701A version instead, basically swap over the decals. So let's have a look at the decals. Ooh. See the package. Let's cut this open. Covered in a yellow piece of paper. So lots of wallpapering to do here. So you've got the yellow piece of paper there. So the top here you've got lots of lines, and then you've got these surrounds for the phaser cannons and stuff. Got like little pin strap things there. 1701, you've got the A there if you want to add it to the 1701, if you want to make the A version. So I'm torn now, I don't know which one to do. I might just say buy another one and have both, you know, but yeah, maybe later. And then you got these decals here, which are, what does it say on the sheet? It doesn't. Oh yes, it does. They go on the go over here. Do that? Yes, they do. Yeah. So you got some fairly complicated markings here. So these would go on the struts for the nacelles. Don't know where that goes. I'll have to check the. Where does it go? It's number 43. Where does number 43 go? If you can see it, shout out now. I might hear you if you shout loud enough. 43, where does 43 go? 45, 43, 42. So I can see 42. There you go, the shuttle. No, it doesn't. I have no idea. Oh, there it goes, over there. Huh. So it goes on top of the thing, of the saucer. So it looks like that you put that on, and then you put the item on above it. Yeah. It looks a bit strange to me, but yeah. Okay. So anyway, very nice decal tree. Yeah, alright, I'll put this all away and then we'll get on to looking at the plastic. Yeah, so I'll just take them out of the box from the top down and we'll see how it goes. So first bag, some writing over there in English, French, Spanish, German, that and two other languages. Portuguese, basically languages spoken in America and Europe, I think. Let's get into this. I'll get the scissors this time. So starting off with the nettles. So there's two sets. They're quite thick, dense plastic, this is. I mean, these are big, heavy kits, big, heavy models, so the plastic is, it's also very tough and thick, extra thick. I've got a lighting problem here, just a moment. Should be a bit higher up this, shouldn't it, so you can see better. Get it in the... Anyway, that'll do for now. Where were we? Okay. Thick plastic. It's got a slight matty textured finish, like almost like stone actually, with lots of markings on there. Let me see if I can get this visible. Can you see it? Can you see it? I can't tell because this screen isn't very good. My monitor is not that good, but I'm trying to get it in the light so you can just see the markings. There you go. So you got that all over the vehicle, all over these parts anyway. So lots of little panel lines which will be highly visible if you use a panel liner. So there we are. As I mentioned in the looking at the instructions, you've got these spaces here which will allow for the wires to go from the body into the nacelle. That's a little hole there to pass it through. So if you wish to light this thing, lights there. Unfortunately, there's a great massive extrusion pin bolt sticking out there, so that's going to have to be removed before you can light it. So the three of them, and they're all exactly where you don't want them to be. So yeah, lighting that's going to be tricky. But there's also other bits you can light, all of which are very dense thick plastic. That's the front of the nacelle. You can see there. And again, quite thick plastic, so there's a bit of flash on the edge of this, so that's going to need cleaning up. But apart from that, yeah. So what I can tell you from what I remember of this kit is that it's a fairly simple build. It's just big and heavy. This is the other sprue with the other nacelle, or rather, yeah, the other nacelle. And as well as the nacelle, you've got the lower half, the bit at the bottom of the saucer section. What do you call that thing? Whatever it is. You can put lights in there and that. Anyway, that's that piece. That's out of the way. Next bag of bits. Yeah, this rather haphazard sprue. So I've got various bits in here. So move it out of the way. So here you have a piece that's broken off. Where is that from? I don't know. Not lose that. So here you have the secondary hull and the front piece. Now, as I recall, in the version that I made, he had space inside here for batteries, and these little lugs would go into the space there, and you could basically twist it to lock it in place and unlock it so you could take the batteries out and replace them. So it's all ready for your lighting needs. Lighting this a bit tricky because it's quite thick, dense plastic. Can you see through it? Let me see. Yeah, it's translucent. You can just about get a light through it. So if you put a fairly bright LED in the back of there, paint it blue on the inside, I think, or transparent blue, that could work. I don't know if I'll do that yet. I'll decide that later. But I'd say it is a fairly brutal kit. Tough. You've got this little square hole here, which is for the, I think, go back to the other sprues. It'd be for the mounting of the metal stand. So that would go into there, which goes into this hole here. So we'll see how that works out. So on the inside it's a bit okay, I guess. Again, got the massive extrusion pins, which is okay on this thing because there's nothing on the inside to light. There's no internal detailing, which I believe you can get a kit that has a detailing on the inside for the shuttle bay. But this is like the base level model, so yeah. But the textures on the outside are quite nice, I think. Anyway, so that's the you can see the texture on there. I only have just there windows for the arboretum, or some space in there, which is like some recreation space on Starship. Got all these little holes, which would be for windows and that. So you could cut them out and or drill them through and light them. That's another option. Big one there, which is the shuttle bay entry. Oh, it's a doorway really. Yeah, so that's that sprue. What we have on here, mounts for the struts and little windows, which all these go on the saucer section, and you can see they already have holes in them already, so lighting, so they're designed really to be lit, and I think they're the same, they're practically identical to what they were on the model that I made all those decades ago. I said decades ago, all those years ago. Still got the same holes in, still got the same raised panel line, that's what I was looking for, across the front of it. And I'll say this again, the external texturing is quite nice on this, you know. Looks very tough and heavy. Again, it looks like stone. Yeah, it looks like stone, so yeah. Next sprue. So it looks like this piece probably came off here. So why the do that. Anyway, got the rest of it here. So you got the neck, the interhull, the bit that joins the saucer section with the secondary hull, and here you've got this shuttle. Now I suspect that this shuttle is not to the same scale as the Starship, because that's not going to fit in. That won't fit inside this model. That wouldn't fit inside the spacecraft. The parts are again a bit rough around the edges. There's lots of flash on this piece here particularly, which goes on the back of the shuttle. Lots of flash on the edges there and so on. The detailing on these is pretty good again. It's got exactly the same external texture as you have on the rest of the sprues, or rest of the parts, external parts. So basically the nacelles, the secondary hull on this piece, and I'm guessing the main dish have all been re-engineered or redesigned to have the new markings on it, the new recessed panel lines and the detailing, etc. While some of the other bits, like this piece here, which is the back end of the shuttle doors for the shuttle bay, looks exactly the same as they did all those years ago. This piece here, the top of the that's the bridge section, goes in the saucer section. Again, it looks exactly the same, little raised panel lines inside there. And this piece here, the engines on the back of the saucer section, again, just plain and simple. That's the torpedo bay cover, which goes on there, space there. So again, all very simple, basic. Well, I'm fairly certain that they will still go together to make a very nice kit. Next bag, at random, stand. Quite a large dome. This thing is, how big is it? 19 centimeters across. Yeah, 19 centimeters, which is, what's that in inch? What's that in American? That's 7.5 inches. There you go. Again, and you got a metal tube there, so it goes into there. There's another hole here beside it. No, it's not. There's a hole in the bag. So never mind. Forget that. So you could, if you wish, to light up the. If you wish to light up the ship, you could use this hollow metal tube as a conduit for the wiring to go through into here, and use this as a base or something similar as the power supply. Anyway, and we also got these little metal pieces here which look like LEDs. They're not LEDs, it's just bits of clear plastic, and I'm not sure what they're for. I didn't see any mention of these in the instruction manual, so we'll see what they're for. So yeah, I'll leave this all wrapped up, but they have the stand and some LED plastic shapes. No idea where they go. And last but not least, zoom out a bit there. That's the main saucer section. Got some tiny small print on there, so if you can read it, or if I can read it. "2015 would have, excuse me, what did it say? 2015, oh, 2018. So yeah, it's a bit of flash on the inside here. Not that makes a difference. Anyway, 2018 Paramount Pictures Corporation, trademark and copyright 2018 CBS Studios Incorporated, 2018 Round 2 LLC, made in China, all rights reserved, made in Dongguan, Guangdong, China, province, China. Date of manufacture, I'm guessing, is 2019, so this is fairly recent. Yeah, and so as you can, I don't know if you can actually make it out. So this is the lower half of the hole, piece to fit on the top there, little holes there for your lighting. So you're going to need to be, if you're going to utilize lighting, you're going to need to clean out the holes because there's a bit of flash from the folds themselves. On the inside, don't know if you can make it out, there's these little marks there, which is like 3 little pins sticking out, and that would be, there's one in front of all the, there's a set in front of where the spaces are for the where the openings are for the inserts, those little windows, and that point is where the light would be placed. I remember clearly the model I got had lights in it, so you put lights in there to light up these little holes. There's no mention of lighting this area for these holes here, so what I did with it was paint it all black and then painted it silver to hopefully reflect light all over the place. Yep, was okay, I guess. There's massive injection ports and some on the outside as well. The other side is going to go to the top. Again, similar problems with the holes, little windows. There's a flash on all of them, and they're a bit thin on the inside. So, apart from that, quite thick bits of plastic. Let's see how well these fit together, shall we? Yeah, gonna need a bit of cleanup on these edges to get them to fit properly, but it's a flash to get rid of there. Nice big piece of flash there. The fit, however, is fairly good, so I'm gonna need to get rid of, yeah, fairly good. So yeah, they're gonna fit together fairly well. So there's no big problem with it. It does fit together nicely, so that'll be fine. So as long as you clean off the little flash that you got there, it'll be fine. And anyway, so that's the saucer section. Yeah, put that away. Anything else in the box? Nothing else. So there you have it. That's the Enterprise 1701 refit kit from AMT. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, tell your friends. If you didn't like it, tell me why. And yeah, just like it, thumbs up and all that. And I'll see you, or you will see me in another video. Take care, everybody.